The Power of Patience and the Peril of Words. Manah's Story. In the picturesque village of Rung, nestled by a clear stream amidst lush green mountains, lived a clever and ambitious young man named Manah. Manah harbored a grand dream: to build a water-powered flour mill by the stream swiftly, so the villagers could easily bake bread. Manah immediately set to work on the mill, determined to finish it within a week. He hastily dug, cut wood, and laid foundations. When a large rock blocked the stream's path, he furiously tried to smash it, wasting much effort. When he encountered stubborn wood, he simply tossed it aside for new pieces. He expected immediate and perfect results, and when they didn't materialize, he became frustrated and grumbled in despair. "Why is this so difficult? Isn't it supposed to be done right away?" Manah complained. He felt disheartened as the work progressed slowly and began to work haphazardly. In the same village lived an elder, respected by all, named Vipah. Vipah was diligently weaving silk, a task requiring immense patience and perseverance. Manah often heard the villagers praise Vipah for her hard work, and he felt a mix of envy and discontent that his own project wasn't moving forward. One day, Manah secretly spoke to another villager. "Vipah's weaving, you say? It looks good, but I heard she got most of her ideas from an old client from another town. She didn't come up with it all herself, she just made it look pretty." These words spread like a disease. Though Manah wasn't directly punished, the trust of Vipah and many villagers was immediately lost. They saw Manah as sharp-tongued and slanderous. When it came to working together, everyone became wary and tried to avoid helping Manah with his mill project. This was the first disaster to emerge from his mouth, depriving him of community support. One day, an aged master craftsman named Ta Kam, who was weaving silk under a large mulberry tree, approached Manah. "Manah, my boy, why do you look so downcast?" Ta Kam asked with a gentle smile. Manah poured his heart out. "Ta Kam, I can't seem to finish building this flour mill. I've been at it for days, but it's still not taking shape. And now the villagers are starting to distrust me because of my words. I feel like I have no patience and I can't control what I say." Ta Kam smiled kindly and pointed to a grapevine climbing an arbor and the silk he was weaving. "Manah, do you remember the old saying we have? With patience alone, sour grapes turn into syrup and mulberry leaves turn into silk. Grapes, initially sour and tart, need time, patience in waiting for them to ripen, to become sweet and juicy, or to be processed into delicious syrup," Ta Kam explained. "As for this silk, it comes from mulberry leaves that we must plant and wait for silkworms to eat and grow. We then wait for them to spin cocoons, and with perseverance and patience, we draw out each strand of silk to create this beautiful and valuable fabric. Your work is the same, Manah. Success is like fruit that needs time to ripen. How can you expect to rush it to completion in an instant?" Ta Kam paused briefly, then continued. "Manah, there are many kinds of patience. Number 1, patience in enduring hardship in work. You must be patient to work hard, one step at a time. No matter how large the rock or how tough the wood, you must calmly manage it. It's like a person facing problems in business. They must patiently resolve them, not abandon them. Number 2, patience in controlling emotions. When you get frustrated that things aren't going as planned, you must practice patience in controlling your emotions. Don't let anger or despair make you throw your tools down. And number 3, patience with words and actions. And another crucial kind of patience is patience to not speak untruths or slander as you did with Vipa. Lying to save yourself or speaking without knowing the facts will reflect back as a disaster emerging from your mouth that destroys your credibility. Words once uttered cannot be brought back even by 6 horses. Reconsider your approach, Manah, and fight through obstacles to the very end. Manah listened intently to Ta Kam's teachings. He felt as if he had received new energy. He decided to return to his mill project, but this time he changed his mindset. He stopped expecting immediate success and instead focused on working one step at a time. When he encountered a rock blocking the stream, he no longer violently smashed it, but gradually applied force correctly, patiently chipping it away piece by piece. When design problems arose, he patiently researched and consulted experts instead of rushing to do things his own way. Most importantly, Manah cultivated patience in controlling his words. Before speaking, he would always pause and consider. Are these words useful or constructive? Are these words true? Will these words have a good or bad effect on myself and others? If the answer wasn't clear, Manah chose to remain silent. Days turned into weeks, then months. Manah remained dedicated and unyielding. Although it took longer than he initially expected, he no longer felt disheartened, for he understood that patience was the key. Finally, Manah's mill was completed. On its opening day, all the villagers came to celebrate. The mill operated smoothly, the sound of grinding flour becoming the joyful anthem of the village. The freshly milled flour was fine and fragrant, and everyone in the village happily baked delicious bread. Manah received unexpected and bountiful rewards. He had not only built a mill, but had also built success, advanced his own life, and brought good to the community. Manah approached Ta Kam with respect. "Thank you, Ta Kam. I now understand that all happiness, success, and goodness come from patience. Patience to not give up in the face of obstacles in work, and patience to control my words so they don't become a disaster that destroys everything in life." Ta Kam smiled proudly.